Oh, well, we're live. According to this, we're live. Are we not live? Are we not live? Have we been doing all of that? We've done 90 minutes. We've done 90 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and no one's seen us. What is going on? Machine failure. Yeah, it's all quiet there. Aha. We've just spent...
I wondered why the notification didn't come up on my phone.
Why?
Well, because it's only just come up now, and now everyone's going, here we go.
Yes, well, we've been going for 10 minutes. And
we did really well on those 10 minutes as well.
And
we had a lovely conversation, and
God. Well, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't be bothered to switch it on in the right time. I don't know what, it says live for 38 seconds, but we've been going for 10 minutes, and I haven't had to press the button. It just was... Coming soon near you, yes.
Well, that didn't happen beforehand either. Gosh, darn it.
That's really weird. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've missed the best 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah, well, better finish it now then.
Yes. Beep. Thank you very much for watching, and good night. Well, that's a big shame because...
now apparently we have pictures but no sound.
Oh, well, there we are. I think we'll have to call it a night. It does seem to... Who says that? Colonel Craig, no picture, no sound. Wow, we can see you both. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me at the back there?
This is technology for you. We'd have to wait for a delay. Hello, sound here, says Station Master's Choice. Mr. Mocky can't hear you. Oh, Tall Podge Rod can see us and hear us.
Sound and pics from Tim T.
Most people have got sound, that's marvellous. Okay, thank goodness for that. No idea what happened there.
See, that's what we get when I don't read the comments. 10 minutes of talking to no one except ourselves.
Yes, but it was a good 10 minutes.
It was a good 10 minutes, and it's a shame they all missed it.
Yes, well, it's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault.
Oh, here we are. We have a phone call.
Not to look.
I know, but it's best.
Vocal.
It's better if
Why did nobody? Where were you 10 minutes ago?
Yes. Hello. Who's calling?
Hi, it's Ted Moulding.
Hello,
Hi, Ted.
Ted Moulding, welcome to the show. 10 minutes you may have missed, but you can tell us exactly what you think about the subject we just mentioned.
Don't know what the subject was.
Well,
exactly.
See, you should have got yourself down here. That's the thing. We can't rely on machines, obviously.
No, that's what I phoned.
Like I say, where were you 10 minutes ago?
Sitting there staring at each other for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, it was all deliberate, you see. It's absolutely, that was just to point the whole finger at the toil with machines. They're unreliable. It wasn't deliberate at all.
So, there you go.
Yeah. So you were ringing up, what, to tell us that we weren't on?
Yeah, and now you've just come on.
That's sod's law, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You've just appeared.
We have. I'm so sorry about that. I don't understand quite.
Such is life.
I don't. Yes.
It happens.
It's full of care.
Eric.
We did 10 minutes of very good material. Our opening song and dance routine you shouldn't have missed. There was much hilarity in the studio. Eric was doing striptease, and it was we had. I know.
Oh, I just smacked myself in the nose because I was mucking about. Don't worry.
She's mucking about in the studio.
Stop mucking about.
So tell me about your life, Ted.
Oh, it's been very quiet today.
Has it? Have all the machines stopped working?
No, not really. I mean, I don't pay much attention to them, really.
No, good. So when you say it's been quiet, what have you done? Or have you just been sitting in an armchair staring vacantly into space?
No, not exactly.
Oh, good.
I've been trying to sort out some training courses.
Oh.
For myself.
What kind of training?
Oh.
I thought I would catch up on electric vehicle technology.
Electric vehicle technology?
As in, what, like electric cars?
Yeah, like in electric cars and hybrid cars.
Hybrid cars. They're the very...
they're bred on top of the mountain.
Yes.
Mountain.
Are they the pedigree ones?
Well, they're a bit of a mixture, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine's a hybrid.
I mean, if they were a dog, you would call them a mongrel.
Yeah.
A mongrel. So could you get a Tesla and could you amalgamate it, is that the technical word, with a Mitsubishi? Is yours a Mitsubishi? No, yours is a Hitachi.
Mine is a Mitsubishi.
Oh, it is a Mitsubishi.
Or as my friend's child calls them, lots of fishies. Or something. No, bits of fishies.
Yes, bits of fishes. Mitsubishi. Yeah. So, are you thinking of building your own electric vehicle, Ted?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No. But electric vehicles from me are a long way in the future.
Ah. What about if you've got a Scalextric set? I mean, you could start with that, couldn't you, and work your way. Just scale it up a bit. Scalextric, that's what it is. That's scale the electric
basically, I suppose, yeah.
up.
Slot car, yeah.
Yeah, you put your money in the slot. It's a bit like a bumper car, really, isn't it? Put the money in the slot, or one of those cars that are on those rubber things that, when you're about 3, you're allowed to drive one of those cars that rocks you from left to right. But if it actually came away from those things, you'd be, oh my God, where's my child?
Yes, you'd be careering around the aisles of Tesco's or something.
And it's annoying that they only make those machines for little children, whereas it would be quite fun if they made them for bigger children. And I suppose they do that. You might call them...
like 58-year-old children.
Yeah. What would you call those, the simulator things? The simulators?
Yeah, simulators, yeah.
Yeah,
driving simulators
Depends.
or whatever.
Yeah, flight simulator, driving simulator.
Yeah.
Skydiving simulator. I don't know if there is such a thing.
Is there a submarine simulator?
No, but there are racing car simulators.
Oh, yes.
Is there? Yeah. I'd like a submarine one on the M25 going beep, beep. You know how they
on
go.
On the M25?
Yeah.
Beep. Strange place to have a submarine, but okay.
Well, if you're on the M25, it's no good because you wouldn't be able to go anywhere. But if you could go underneath the M25, you could, you wouldn't be in anyone's way.
You'd have to build a canal under the...
You could sneak under the junction at the M23, couldn't you?
Exactly.
On the way down to Brighton.
Kind of like the mole in Thunderbird 9. Anyway, we're not really getting anywhere in tonight's show, but Ted,
there you go.
I'm very pleased that you're not building, but you're going to electrocute yourself with the new technology, which is super.
Well, hopefully not.
Well, hopefully not.
It's all e-learning, so.
Oh, is it? E-learning? You're e-learning electricity.
Exactly.
Didn't OMD release a song called Electricity?
OMD.
OMD, Electrical Manoeuvres in the Dark.
Oh. Something like that.
In the 1980s or some such time. Anyway, somebody will tell me. Thumbs up, please, everyone, says Sean. Anyway, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks, Ted. We'll get back to the show that we started that nobody saw. Do you look after yourself?
And you.
Goodbye.
Be good, and if you can't be good, be careful.
We will be very careful. Toodle pip.
Bye for now.
Toodle pip.
So that was Sean. On tonight's show, lovely Julia.
Sean.
No, that wasn't Sean.
That was Ted.
That was Ted. Thanks very much. Someone's paying attention. On tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 videos, in fact. We did mention this, but you weren't here. We have Stephen Egger on the moon. We have actually literally on the moon. He was part of the Apollo landings, it seems. He does this amazing thing where he turns, not only has he got the biggest zoom in the world, but he turns daylight into night. Yeah. Oh. We have another phone call. We haven't even got the show up and running, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out who it is, though.
Hello.
Hello.
You're on the Vobes Show. How are you doing this evening? And is it Zane?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. How are you?
Excellent. Not too bad. Have we got Zane here?
Yeah.
Hi. You sound a bit down tonight. What's going on?
I'm not down.
Oh, cool. That's all right, then.
Are you up?
Yeah.
So what's making you happy today?
I saw Brighton play at the Burlington.
Oh, what, today?
On Saturday.
Oh, on Saturday. Ah, you've had a good weekend then.
What was he doing at the Burlington? Was he having a game of something?
No, he was staying overnight, I think.
Ah, with his football boots on, presumably.
No, I saw his suitcase by reception.
Oh.
And I actually saw him coming down and handing his keys into reception.
I wonder if his football boots were in the case.
I don't know. I didn't look.
No. Well, I didn't imagine for a moment that you did. But if you had supersonic X-ray eyes, you'd be able to see into the case and see what kind of studs he has on the underneath side of those boots.
Are there different kinds of studs?
I imagine there's probably...
No, that's a good question, though. Are there different types of studs? Zane?
I don't know. I think so. I think you get small and big ones. I think.
Do you play football yourself, Zane?
I play at school.
Do you? What's your position?
Goalie or sometimes up front.
Ooh, an up front goalie.
Goalie, I can understand what that is.
Yeah.
What was the other two things?
The goalie's the one who stands between those two bits of wood.
Yeah, like I say, that's the only bit I can definitely understand that.
It looks like a garage, but they haven't put the doors on.
Or the walls.
Or the walls either side, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a building site where they've only just put the bit of wood at the front. That's what the goal
Fair
is.
enough. How often do you play, Zane?
Very often.
Very often. Like, how many times a week do you reckon?
A lot.
A lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot. I mean, you cannot say that
You
a
can't
lot is
fault
not.
it.
It's not many.
Can't fault it.
And
So-
what? Yeah, go on.
Go on.
No, I was
No,
going to
you
say,
go on.
what is up front? What does that mean?
You go play like between. I think it is like you play with the captain of a team.
Ah, it's nice, isn't it, to get up to play up with the captain? And the captain, has he got a special peak cap, and does he do the...
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're now flying at 235 feet, and we will be taking off just as soon as we finish this game of football.
No, the captain wears the captain's armband, and he's allowed to talk to the referee.
Oh, that's good of him. And what is is the referee the one who's in black?
And white.
Yeah, well, sometimes he's in green. Sometimes.
Ah,
Well, that's
'cause they always
confusing.
look like they've come straight from a funeral. You know,
Yeah.
when they're in black, it's like, oh, they're in mourning, unless it's an afternoon game, of course, and then that's very different. Very different thing. He'll be in bright yellow, ready to. Well, he might come in with his. If it's late at night, of course, he'll come in with his nightcap on. Okay. It's very handy. And they never show you. You know when they flash those cards up. You know, and you think, I wonder if he's got full house there, or a couple of aces up his sleeve, or is
No,
it?
he's got a yellow card and a red card just in case a play does something very naughty.
Oh, can't have that. Very naughty players.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Very naughty.
Sorry. couldn't
That's
help
not
that.
Jesus. He's just a fella. Well, Zane, I'm very pleased that you managed to see. Did you get his autograph?
No,
Oh, do you know him? Do you know his name?
no, I only know he's staying at the Burlington.
Oh, well, it's a very nice place to stay, isn't it?
Yeah, I think my dad told me the Brighton and Hove Albion rang the Burlington.
Oh, do they? Oh, they get. Is that where all the players stay then, as a matter of course?
No, I think Brighton and Hove Albion said they will try and give the players discounts. I think that's what my dad said.
Ah, right. So they can get a nice weekend away from Brighton in Worthing. There's a.
Yeah,
There's a.
and they're
That's
they're
lovely.
doing training there.
And yeah, of course. And they can get the train as well. They can do the training at the thing and get on the train to the Burlington.
Yeah.
It's all very exciting. Zane, we've got to move on, but thank you so much for giving us a call.
You're welcome.
You look after yourself.
I will.
Take care, lovely.
Take care.
Bye for now. Bye. Oops.
So there we go, that was Zane on the train. Not in the train, actually, he was somewhere else. Listen, the theme tonight, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, we said this when you weren't able to contact us. If you put @ and the Vobes Show, it comes up in orange, and then we can read out your comment. Otherwise, I know you obviously talk a lot to each other, but, you know, if you want to talk to us, it'd be lovely. You can also give us a ring on...
0793 4746 790.
Which is lovely too. We've got 4 videos. We told you about Stephen Agger going on the moon. Lynn B's at a country fair. Wow, laddie.
Wow.
Bernie is on a Scottish tour, but is doing an outtake. And Andrew Norris is giving us a poem which he wrote with his own hands. One of them, anyway, I'm not sure which one.
Fantastical.
The Lament of the Oak, coming up very soon. However, our talking point is, do we rely on machines too much? Clearly,
that's probably a yes.
Yes, we relied on everything working this evening, and 10 minutes of our show has just gone down the sieve.
Yeah, so all these phone calls now, where were these phone calls? Honestly, like 1
Like
minute
at 3 in the
past,
morning,
2 minutes
yeah.
past.
Yeah.
Oi, we can't see you.
we
Are you
can't-
going live today or not?
Here we go.
Now we're swamped in
Now
calls.
we're swamped. We have another phone call. Good evening, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
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 Alan Sandell
Hello.
from the Surrey.
Hello. I thought I'd managed to catch you. Usually I'm sleeping through your show these days.
Excellent. That's what we like.
Why not?
We are the somnolestic
That's
show.
not fair. Why can he sleep through the show?
You are, yes. I just
You should be able to
have
sleep
my
through the
dinner
show.
and nod off.
Yeah. Next time, I think we might nod off.
So I thought I'd call you up and talk a load of old bollocks.
Well, we want to ask you. Tonight's theme is: do we rely on machines too much? Do you rely on machines to do everything for you?
I have machines and I don't use them.
Ah, there you are. You see. So, do you do the things that the machines you've got for to do them?
I don't have a washing machine.
Do you not? Do you wash?
Plates
Do you go to
and
the river?
Things like that.
Do you go
Yes.
down to the river with your washing and do it the old-fashioned way, or do you just give it to someone else?
Down to the river with stones, yes.
Probably not good with the crockery, is it? Using stones.
Yeah, maybe not.
It's all right
Yeah,
on
well, I do.
crows, apparently.
I do break a few things.
Did you?
Yes. I'm having to rely more and more on paper plates.
Well, at least they're disposable.
Yes, indeed.
So a
And
coffee
digestible.
and digestible. Yeah, well, if you put butter on them. Have you got a coffee machine?
A what machine?
A coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee,
no.
love. Have you got
Coffee.
coffee machine, love?
No coffee machine.
No.
No dishwasher machine.
No dishwasher. No dishwasher. What other kind of machines? Do you have a hairdryer?
Do you have a shaving machine?
You do have a shaving.
I don't have hair.
Ah,
Oh, you're doing a carbon copy of the Vogue there. Do you
do you purposefully make yourself hairless, or
Is it just
is it
watching us?
alopecia?
Alopecia.
That's a personal question to ask. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yes, alopecia. He's from Baghdad, He's a lovely bloke. Comes round with a big pair of shears. Oh, yes, it's alopecia. Oh, yes, indeed.
Alopecia? I thought he was from Saudi Arabia.
That's exactly what I said. Only I use different words.
Yeah. Sorry, quickly.
Yes.
I think Sean has answered. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Thanks, Sean.
Hello, Sean.
Tilly Dog is asking, do you have Skype for those international who may want to call in? You can use this number apparently on WhatsApp. We can receive WhatsApp phone calls if you use the same number. You may have to put +44.
Can you?
Yeah. Have you got +4s at home?
No, I don't have any of those trousers.
Oh, I'd love to have a pair of +4s. They're lovely, they are.
Oh, yeah, they would suit you. They would suit your legs, Sir Richard.
Thank you very much. They do look very nice in my legs. Kerry Baldwin says, I've got a dishwasher, the other half. Well, this is it. If I would say to anybody who's got a dishwasher, throw it away. Put it on eBay, earn some money. The joy of washing up. Do you like washing up?
I do more washing up than I used to before I met you.
That wasn't the question. Do you like washing up?
Sometimes I like washing up.
Sometimes? What about you, Alan Sandell?
I totally hate washing up.
Why?
Scourge of my life.
Well,
When I
difficult
cook
to
a
wash
nice
paper
meal,
plates, of course. But what?
When I cook a nice meal,
Yeah.
I have a mountain of washing up.
Do you never think
hate
about
it.
washing as you go?
It slows down the cooking process, doesn't it?
Well, if you stir one, wash one. Stir the other, wash another. Easy.
That's a strange concept.
Well, work on it. What else? It's so rude. What else? What other machines are there? These labour-saving machines, but how much labour do they really save?
What about those new cooker things? What are they called? Air fryers?
Oh, air fryers. Everyone's talking about air fryers at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get my air anywhere near it because I haven't got none. But your mum's got an air fryer, hasn't
Yes.
she, Julia?
Yes, it's called an active fry.
An active fry
She does
for
her
active
chips in it.
people.
It's healthier than
I
cooking
have
it in
air in
oils.
my oven.
Yes, you've got air in. Some people have air assisted, these blowing ovens, don't they? They go, a lot of hot air.
Yeah.
Comes out their oven. I'm curious whether people do. Lynn B says, I've discovered that I can turn on my washing machine. Oh, no.
With her phone.
With her phone. Throw it in the bin. Throw it in the bin. What is it with this? Everyone wants all this modern way of doing things, but you're kind of losing that connection with being alive.
Yeah, I have one of those washing machines where you can use your cell phone.
Really?
I never do. I just do it manually.
I did try it once. I put my cell phone in the washing machine and turned it on. I found I couldn't use the phone after that. It just wouldn't switch on or anything. I thought, that's very strange. It must be a different setting. Clearly used the wrong one.
Clearly.
But the phone looked gleaming when it came out. That was the good thing. Gosh, no more smeary glass for me. And fingerprints all over.
Anyway, you got some videos to play?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Sorry about that. We kept you hanging on there.
Chat.
Take care,
Nice
lovely.
to chat.
Look after yourself.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. That was Alan Sandell just giving us his 10 penneth worth. Mark Burgess says Fabian as a ninja that that air fries. Does he? You know more than we do. Lynn B says, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use that phone with the thing on it. I guess my stance on this is we have a lot of machines, but are they really saving us labour?
Yeah, it's a good question.
And that's why I asked it.
Personally, for example, the dishwasher. I do use the dishwasher because I have 2 children.
You put the children in the dishwasher? Oh my goodness.
Of course
I think you need to read the
course he'd say that.
instructions.
I think you need to listen to what I'm saying.
All right, fair enough. Go
Before
on.
I totally lose my thread, which is not far away.
Oh, yes, good.
So the dishwasher. So yes, I use my dishwasher daily, but I do.
Is that what you call it? Daily? I use my dishwasher daily. Hello, Daily. How are... Sorry. Go for it. You use the dishwasher daily. No, wait, hang on. Zip, 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 zip.
Use my dishwasher daily, but I also do hand wash a lot of things as well. I mean, I have some items that can only be hand washed, so obviously they only get hand washed.
Yeah.
But no, it's a combination of both to get the best of both worlds, and that does save time because if there's I can have stuff soaking whilst I fill the dishwasher with other things, like cutlery.
Yeah.
It's good to have cutlery go through there. They come out shining a little bit more, and also they're warm and a little bit damp still, so I can get them out and I polish them before putting them away.
And then, are they supposed to come out damp?
Well, if you open it before it's finished.
Do you not get squirted with water?
Before it's finished its drying
Oh, I
cycle.
see. I beg your pardon. Sorry,
Good
I'm just being
gosh.
surreal.
You are.
Oh, dear. Yes, so there we go. Marvellous. Yes, what other
Mark Burgess says the washing machine saves us labour. Yes.
Does it?
Yes. Oh, gosh. I wouldn't be without my washing machine, to be fair.
Right.
No, I will be fair.
Yes, be fair. Washing machine. I mean, there's an argument about a washing machine is, and I was thinking about this, how do I argue for not having a washing machine? I have a washing machine, and I thought, maybe if we only had 3 sets of clothes, then you'd have one ready for the wash, one in the wash, and one that you're wearing now.
Fair enough.
And then and that way you could make what you're wearing now last 3 days.
I can't see that working in the modern day, though. There's too many clothes choices, and people like to be different and unique.
But if you only had 3 sets of clothes, you'd save a lot of money, and you wouldn't have to buy a washing machine. You could wash them in the bath. In fact, you could get in the bath with them and wash yourself and the clothes.
Unfortunately, commercialism's too much for us these days. We're constantly having fashion shoved in our faces, and
Judith says that she loves her dishwasher, takes it to bed every night, and the vibration is. She says never had one before. Not surprised. Lord Jeffrey says saying that my robot Hoover is going under my feet as we speak. Yes. I just wonder whether people lose connection with things when they rely on machines. That's my thing.
I must say though, when I was little, staying with my nan and granddad in Portsmouth over summer, I used to witness my nan washing the clothes by hand in a bucket with a stick. very bizarre watching her do that.
Oh, there you are. See? She managed it.
She did manage it, and I helped her a lot.
I bet that was many fun. Times. Spending time.
It kind of was.
Yeah, you see, that's what I mean.
But
there's
only
that
because...
visceral experience. There you are with your granny doing this. If you both were sitting there looking at the washing machine going, well, Granny, I'm having such a wonderful time sharing the jobs
Can
with
I
you.
just say, I would not find it at all fun if I had to wash sheets and bed linens 3-4 times a week in that fashion. I would have as much hair as this.
But I just wonder whether then you would have so much linen, or whether we would wash things as frequently as we do.
When you have a child who has enuresis...
A what?
bedwetting at night.
Ah.
Then you kind of don't have a choice. You have to wash those bed linens and have lots of spares.
Maybe if you got him to wash them in a bucket, then he might decide...
I might get done for child labour.
What? How can you get done for child labour if he is helping you with the chores?
Well, yeah, but...
That's what children are there for,
Putting the things in the washing machine is one thing, but I think... Yeah, maybe you're right.
I'm just thinking, if your kids had to wash their own things, they might think a little bit more, because people are far removed from the tasks.
So I need a new bucket.
Yes.
Or a new old bucket.
Here we go. The caller is calling
and
in.
an old broken end of a broom handle.
Good evening, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello there. Has the show started? I couldn't get you at 8:05.
Ah, yeah, we had a slight technical hitch that BT hadn't connected the wires together. Always blame somebody else. I don't know quite why it didn't start. We pressed the button and we started talking, but the computer decided that it was going to wait a few minutes.
The computer said no.
So we relied on the machine, and we were let down, and everybody else has paid the price.
Yeah, well, I was wondering whether your VHS player had broken down, because I've not seen the video yet, the first one.
What? Oh, have you sent it in?
No. the ones you have lined up for the show.
Yeah, you haven't. Well, we haven't played them yet.
Oh, I see. I thought, maybe your VHS player had broken down.
No, unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. Mine broke down years ago. See, I relied on it. If I had just one of those old, hands with a candle and a cloth, I could have done the silhouette thing. We could have just been watching everybody's silhouettes of things, home entertainment systems, instead of all this modern video nonsense.
Yeah, I'm really out of date. I've got one of those DVD players.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't used it for about 3 months, so I thought I'd better try it yesterday to see if it worked. So I blew the dust off the little tray that pops out.
Put your coffee cup on it.
Put on a DVD and wound it up, and it seemed to work okay.
Wow, that's superb. And I'm surprised you had the key after all these days to wind it up, because a lot of people misplace the keys.
Yeah, because Netflix and other streaming
services,
platforms, there are others available.
Yeah, I have heard of. I've heard of.
Yeah, there's the Vobes streaming service as well.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't listen to that. Sometimes they clip the beginning off by 9 minutes, which is very irritating. So what was the DVD? That's what we want to know.
What was it?
Was it Debbie does something.
No,
it does window cleaning.
Noah.
Good game. Good game. All right, my love. Is it? Oh, look! Didn't he do well? Nice to see you.
Remember the rest of the words.
Hey ho, there we go.
Well, curiously, we've had an OBS failure as OBS disconnected and then reconnected to the internet. It's just not our day tonight.
Gremlins in the works.
Gremlins everywhere. This is the trouble with machines. If you'd all just came round my house and we just sat and talked to you, wouldn't that be much more civilised? We could hear you clapping. We could hear you heckling. You wouldn't have to call in. I mean, we wouldn't rely on any of these machines.
Yeah, I had a failure on my broadband Wi-Fi this afternoon.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was trying to talk to one of my Google Nests.
Your what?
My Google Nest.
All right. Have you got some eggs in there or something?
Yeah, you can change the voice. You either have a very sort of surreal, softly spoken woman, or you can have a rather hoity-toity man.
Does it go like this? Hello, Terry. I can't do that, Terry. I can't do that. Was it like that? Bit like Space Odyssey, Space 1999.
Hey Google, what's the time?
8:40 p.m.
The time, according to Accurist, is completely
so
inaccurate.
you got my. Yes, he gives me the He gave me a recipe yesterday for something, mashed potato.
Oh, what's the recipe today, Jim? Do you remember that with Jimmy Young? What's the recipe today, Jim?
No, I think they pinched it from the BBC.
That was a Radio 2 thing, that was. Jimmy Young on Radio 2.
Jimmy Young,
Debbie does of Vobes Town. Yes, thank you, Mark Burgess. She hasn't been round for a long time, actually, to be honest with you.
Well, final note. I've got a coffee pod machine. It's a DeLonghi.
Oh, is it a longy?
A DeLonghi, yes.
Nice. How long is it? Does it take forever?
No, it's quite quick actually.
Oh.
But you fill up the water tank. The water tank at the back. You pop in a pod into a tray, pop it in, turn the power on.
Very space age.
15 seconds later, you get the green light. You thrust your lever to the right, and some hot liquid spouts out into your coffee mug.
Is it warm and brown?
It is, but the thing is with these machines, you have to descale them every 3 months, otherwise the coffee gets cooler and cooler.
Fishy. Is it like a fish? Is it with the scales? Do they grow fins as well, and they've got sort of cod faces that go...
Yes, it's all that nasty white stuff that you probably get in your washing machine.
I don't do that. I have tissues for that sort of thing, thank you. Yes. Anyway.
You better go on to your first video, haven't you?
Yes, better get on with it. Nice to talk to you, Terry.
Cheers, then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Terry Banton, full of exciting banter, which is marvellous.
Please, lovelies, hold your calls for a few minutes while we get some videos under our belts.
And so lovely, Julia. What video would you like to see?
Let's have Bernie first today.
Righto.
If that's all right.
Yeah, righto there. We'll go straight into Bernie.
Straight into Bernie's
So this
video.
is Bernie on his Scottish tour, and this is an outtake because he was approached by somebody with an inappropriate comment. Let's have a look. Where are you, Bernie?
Well, I'm now in Moffat itself, and the Buccleuch Arms is the clue to one of the largest estates in the area, the Buccleuch estate. Suppliers of fine meats, etc. to the trade. Lovely wide avenue here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Look at that. A lovely building there. And a memorial of some kind. I don't quite know what it is. Street furniture in the way.
It's a phallic symbol, isn't it?
It has that look about it. But, it's a war memorial.
It's a phallic symbol, isn't it? Yes, that's right. It's a complete and utter phallic symbol, that one, thrusting out of the ground. Very rude. But look very nice, Bernie. We can't wait to see the actual videos. That was obviously the outtake.
It was framed very beautifully by those two trees, don't you think?
Yes, I thought the street furniture wasn't as in the way as it could have been for a phallic symbol.
Alison O'Brien says she sent some emailed some pictures,
No,
photos
pictures.
or pictures, not fictures.
Yes.
I don't know what a picture is.
No,
what do you
what
think
is-
a picture would be?
I don't know, actually. Maybe a picture is something
Fake
like this.
picture? Oh,
Look
Guinea
at
pigs.
that. Yes. Lovely guinea pig. There's another one here. Lovely. Thank you very much.
That one looks very similar to the pair I had once upon a time.
Yes, and but when I'm eating bread again, they would look nice between 2 slices. What? No, I didn't say that. That was absolutely. Hope you both well. I'm sending some pictures of my guinea pigs. Yeah, thank you very much, Alison O'Brien. Very kind of you. There we go.
Very cute.
And we're now going to see the robot Hoover. Talking of items, I just get a link, not an actual photograph, so that I'm not quite sure. But this is, now I've got to manage the cookies, only required cookies thing. And this is a bit cheeky because it's a whole telling us the company. But there we are. Look, that is it. It looks like a coffee machine.
It does, doesn't it?
That's not a Hoover. Call that a Hoover. This is a Hoover. And there's the cleaning bit underneath, and there's a video about it, which now we're going to get a copyright strike.
I'm just curious.
And it's £799.
Yeah, just curious. Do these things if they get turned over, can they right themselves?
Yes. Is it like a tortoise where it's got its upside down with its little legs, and does it go like a tortoise does?
Just because I know at least one of my cats would turn it over in minutes.
But it's £800.
I know.
Not
that I would ever be able to spend £800 on.
800. If you've got £800, you can make a big donation to the show, and I'll come round and hoover your blooming house. Blimey, £800. Woo, look, I'll show you my Hoover arm. Here it is.
So we've seen what you do with Hoovers.
Yeah.
That thumbnail on the Bold Explorer video.
Which one?
When you're telling about your own personal history.
Oh yes, with Mary Claire with the Hoover up my. Anyway,
that's it.
Yes, I've sent you a text message on WhatsApp. So don't send me a test message because I'll never see it. It's best to send me a phone call because I don't even know if WhatsApp is on. To be honest with you.
Have you WhatsApp?
I don't know. What's up? Oh dear, this is
What's
all.
up?
WhatsApp is here. I'm sure we haven't dismantled it. Agree and continue. Oh. Yes, we hang on because the lovely Julia borrowed the phone.
I borrowed the handset, didn't I?
What have I got to do? I've got to put the number in, have I? Well, I can put the number in. Hang on a minute. What is the number?
0793
93
4746790.
Oh yes, 0793 4746790. Next, connecting.
Lord Geoffrey Harrison says it polishes the floor very well.
Oh.
Yes, but does it write
verifying
itself?
your number? How do we? Oh, I've got to type in this.
Colonel Craig Ratty says, and
579 474.
Says, I like machines as I had a career as
9 474. Sorry, I've got to put in the verification.
Yeah, do you have to say it out loud?
Yes, otherwise I can't memorise it.
Fair enough.
There we are. Look. Oh no, we got
Colonel Craig Ratty says, I like machines as I had a career designing mechanical things in many various industries.
Why have I got boo sent to me? Anyway, it's working, yeah? It's working, ladies and gentlemen. You can give us a call. But wait until after the next video. Sorry, Julia. Carry on. Oh, here we go.
Aha.
This might be...
Is it Tilly Dog?
No, it's Sean James Cameron. Otherwise, somebody's nicked his picture. Hello, Sean. What happened there?
I don't know.
I think he was doing a test call. Are you still there? I don't know what happened to him. Hello. Got loads of calls in there. They must be your calls. Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah,
Testing.
Yeah, it does work. There we are. Marvellous. Can you hear us?
Yes. No, you said I'm just about to play a video, so I put the phone down and then you answered it.
Oh, well, that's the way this show rumbles, I'm afraid. Sorry about that.
Anyway, test.
Yes. Test. Works brilliantly. Thank you very much. We now got it working.
Bye-bye.
So people... Bye-bye. That was Sean James Cameron testing out the WhatsApp app. Now, Linda Kane says, sorry, I can't think of a better way of spending £800. Yeah, on an electronic Hoover. My goodness, I have to say, I've nearly fell over with that. This is the thing. People are spending money on any old claptrap. But, talking of claptrap, what video would you like to see next, Julia?
Was that Clap and Trap?
Yes. I'm shutting mine.
Let's go for Andrew Norris.
Andrew Norris, ladies and gentlemen. We're now going to go to Andrew Norris. I've got an email to read out before we show this from Mr. Norris. He says, Richard, here is a little intro to my video tonight. The poem is inspired by a 12th century carving of the head of Christ in the British Museum, and the Anglo-Saxon use of a poetic device known as a kenning. By this method, two words are employed metaphorically to describe an object of living being. Thus, the bird is referred to as a seed thief, and the leaves I have called tree feathers. So see if you can remember those. And we will now go into the into the video box of sorts, and all being well, we will play you Andrew's poem.
Listen, can you hear that? That sound celebrating the new day once filled all my waking moments. That song heralding the end of a long night, sung to the open air to where the sound would stretch out and gently fall to earth like the downward spiral of a sycamore wing. The spring saw my tree feathers unfurl, and summer bore throughout the forest a rich store of fruit and berries for the seed thief to plunder and enrich its song. I was moved in my surroundings. A part of everything that grew, I was blessed by the sunlight that reached out, touching the forest floor with a quiet ecstasy. And in such moments, I would remember what the chronicles had said. Once, when the trees of Holmwood were at rest inside the forest, a light appeared above them in the air. It penetrated deep below the canopy and hooked itself to their roots, alighting in a clearing. A presence rippled in the undergrowth, and the trees struggled to comprehend it. This light is surely our salvation, the mighty oak then said. We should yield. So they did. The light space remained and the presence passed over and out of the mystery that couldn't contain it. I managed to survive the great storm, and in times of short water learned to conserve my energy. But then a dark cloud came to rest above my crown, and the birds took flight. Then a searing pain struck me like winter. I felt the surrounding meadow lean in and press the air heavily. I could smell the earth. I felt the void where my roots had clung to the soil. A wide gap in the sky had opened and was funneling blackened air. I shuddered and bore my silver leaf underside to invoke the rain. When I awoke, I felt a warmth, a breeze, a breathing, from one who held me in his hand. He had a knife, and with it he was whittling, carving, quietly. And as I began to take shape, I began to resemble the one who carved. Heavy was he in thought, as if the trunk of the mighty oak itself lay across his shoulders. Was that why in me he carved the image of himself, with eyes closed? And the more he carved, the more he began talking to me, and I heard words like friend. And since he understood my longing to return to the wood, he gave me back my 2 outstretched branches with their 5 slender twigs. And I began to hope that the birds would come back to nest in my arms. But for a long time, I was held in a long-lasting night. I was pale, I was cold, I was shivering, I was unfamiliar with these sensations. Then I heard noises, a kind of scratching, but nothing of the like I'd heard in the forest. But gradually they became sharper, until suddenly I was overwhelmed by a great gust of wind, like that of the night of the great storm. I tried to let my branches be carried along, but a great pain tore through my limbs. and I saw that they were fastened with great thorns. I was surrounded by a plague of shouting and jeering in a language I did not understand. They hoisted me up above their heads, and a light blinded. I was spun around, disorientated. I wanted to cry out, but without the leaves I had no voice. And had I cried out, who would have understood my voice? I felt at that moment a visitation of all the evil of the world, of men beyond the forest, and beyond that, streets lined with people. Some were crying, the crowd was surging and swelling like the great river. They looked at me, they looked into this face that the one who carved had given me, and they tried to see themselves reflected in this face. I leaned forward. They outstretched their arms like branches to touch me and force upon me their vision. But it was not a vision of my world. It was a vision of such horror, of fire and flames. I could see their suffering, their jealousy, their vanity. I saw how they cheated and deceived one another, corrupted anything that was treasured. Yet through that pain they sought to find in me salvation. And then they began pleading with me, and I heard words like, Father, and I saw myself in that vision. And they told me that I was the source of all wisdom and knowledge about the world of the forest. And I began to lament the loss of our language, how we had become estranged. I wanted to cry out, you people have brought this all upon yourselves. I wanted to tell them, look into your own heart. It cannot be made of stone. And then, as if far off, rising above the cacophony, the song of the seed thief returned. But this time it wasn't just the one voice, but many. And the many voices were singing together. And they were singing together as if they were singing as one.
There you go, how about that? The seed thief in action on the lament of the old oak tree.
Lovely.
Marvellous stuff. Thank you very much. So that looked very involved and obviously took a lot of bit of time, so I hope everyone's giving you a big round of applause. But we don't have a lot of time, so we're going to swiftly move on to the next one.
Stephen Agger.
Yes,
The Moon.
The Moon. So this is an amazing piece of work by Stephen Agger, because as I said, I mean, it's almost like how Jesus turned water into wine. He turns day into night like that.
Like that.
Just like the, well, more like this.
Ow.
Yeah, it hurts, doesn't it?
It does.
If you do the wrong thing. So let's watch how this happens. Stand by. To be amazed, to be more than amazed, to be impressed. Wait a minute. Just
Get over there. What?
Minns sin man, men...
Okay, NASA, we have liftoff. How does he do it? How does he get that zoom?
Was an insane zoom.
Well, you need to tell us what camera that was on, because that was, it just seemed you can get onto the moon. I mean, I could see the clangers were sitting there.
How did you keep the camera, or the phone, or whatever, the camera still enough to keep the moon in...
But it was like...
I'd have been like...
1 minute it was day, and the next minute it was night.
I know, it's just
obviously he sped time up, and he was there for 14 years. It was amazing. Either
Wonderful,
that
thank
or
you
is
for
an
that.
automatic, could have been automatic exposure. That might have been something to do with it, but let's not dwell on that. I mean, I couldn't work. It was that if his phone was able to film on the moon like that. You just think anybody walking about with a telephone these days can see through your ears into the inner workings of your brain.
Indeed.
Which is rather scary,
I don't want to
isn't
see
it?
the inner workings of my brain.
Well, I was going to say, there's nothing going on in mine.
Frighten you to death and back.
Absolutely looply. On the loop. Right. Lynn B said, don't play my video. So, we're going to the country fair with the Sussex South Downs Wealdon Downland Open Air Singleton Museum. Sent in by Lynn B. Now that is how ploughing should be done.
That was beautiful.
Wasn't that lovely?
So many gorgeous horses.
Oh, yes. And that, if I had my own piece of land, I only want 5 acres, please. Somebody out there's got 5 acres they could give me. Leave it in your will. If you're likely to, get a bit of COVID, pop your clogs, not going to be around for very much, got no one to leave your money to, think of the Vobes and think of the lovely acreage that I could get a lovely few horses, Julia in charge, ploughing there, come on, get it on there, in the pouring rain with the sleet and the snow and the hardship of life, getting it done the old-fashioned way. That's how it should be. None of this tractor malarkey. Blimey. I don't know, people don't know they're born, that's the thing. Right, so that was it. We've done Stephen Agger, we've done Lynn B, we've done Bernie, and we've done Andrew Norris. Oh, we've done it all.
We have.
We have.
We've done it all.
Bing, bing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Time
reached...
at the bar.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry about the not giving you those extra 9 minutes, but we're giving you 5 others. We have a quick phone call. Let's find out that somebody was calling us incessantly during Andrew's video, which was a bit difficult to take the call. Hello, caller. Welcome to... Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's Lynn B.
Hello. Lynn B, how the devil are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Very nice to hear from you.
Jolly good
and
to
I just
hear
wanted
your
to say thank you for showing my video.
Well, thank you for making the video
It was
and sending
lovely.
in. We loved it. We love the horses.
And thank everybody for their lovely comments. And just really want to say thank you for the show and for all the lovely people. It's really like a community.
Yes, and thank you for the bay tree.
Oh, you're welcome.
And the bay leaves that are on the bay tree.
And the
Oh,
bay
you're
leaves
very
are on a
welcome.
string.
And the bay leaves that are on the string that are drying out. I was thinking of putting those bay leaves on the string in a couple of weeks' time when they've dried out a little bit more into a little glass pot.
That'd be good.
Is that a good idea?
What, just to keep them, you mean? No.
Yeah, to keep them so that when I need one, I can go in there and rifle through like a little Filofax thing and pick one out and
Yes.
think, I shall use this one.
Absolutely, that would be fine.
And if ever you need one, you know where to come. You can come and have one of my lovely bay leaves.
I think I've got enough.
Oh, have you?
Thank you.
When did you film the Weald and Downland video?
That would be last summer.
Very
Or
nice.
maybe the summer before. Oh, honestly, the time flies. The summer before, actually.
Well, you've certainly got a good knack now with the old filming and stuff, because up until, a month or so ago, you weren't doing any of it.
No, I wasn't, but I've had a lot of help from Bernie, so I wanted to thank him, and a lot of encouragement from everybody.
Oh, well, it's brilliant. So lovely to have
And
your
all their
input.
the lovely comments I've had. It's amazing.
It is, and it's so nice to share them on there, and that, a little bit of old, especially those things where it shows old British tradition. We love that. And
Yes,
it looked like it was quite hard work for the bloke there, but I'm sure if he was doing it day in, day out, every day, he'd have it off pat, wouldn't he?
I'm sure, yes, I'm sure. Because my father used to work in the field years ago.
Did he?
Yes.
Ploughing?
He was a butcher by trade. No, not ploughing, but he had all the machinery and the equipment.
He was a butcher, was he?
Yes.
What did he do? Chase the cows around with a big cleaving knife? Come here, you cow! I'll get you! You beggar!
Oh, Farmer Piles.
That's him. That would be Farmer Piles if he became a butcher. He would be chasing after the cows with a big cleaving knife. Here, I just want a small little slice. Come on now.
Oh.
Just a little off your hip.
Yeah, you won't feel it. It'll grow back. What are you talking about? It'll grow back.
Oh.
Outrageous, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, it's just a quick call because I know you want to get off.
Yeah, we've got people to see, phone calls to make, letters to write.
That's your 9 minutes. That's your 9 minutes.
Oh,
now.
yeah, we've got the 9 minutes. Thank you very much, Lynn, for giving us an extra 9 minutes.
Pat the husband and kiss the dog
very much,
for me.
and thank you to everybody on the show for being, such a lovely community to be part of.
It is a nice community. I don't know
It
where they've
is.
all come from. It's none of our doing.
Bunch of lovely people out there.
Well, lovely to have you on board, Lynn, and thank you very much for your contributions, and we look forward to the next one.
Okay, thanks very much. Good night.
Yeah, take care, Lynn. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Lynn B there, all the way from Lancing, which is where you live.
Yes.
Oh. So there we go. Thank you very much. Sorry about all the technical hitches in tonight's show. We've had a few hiccups along the way, but thank you for the calls.
Thank you for the videos.
And thank you for all that typing.
And thank you for all those people who are just watching.
And yes, exactly. Don't forget to give us a like before you go. That is one of the essential games of the throne that you have to do. I don't know what that means, but I've heard that there's a program. 122 of you could give us 122 likes, as we've only got 54. And of course, as Sean has just reminded us, if you want to keep the show from going off air, you can, of course, make a huge donation of 5 acres of land at baldexplorer.com. And if you happen to have any of those horses spare and an old plough, I'm sure that between the two of us, we could you could look after the horse, I'll sharpen the plough, and we can go chasing after the cows going, it's just a small piece, oh come on then. We're a pig that good, you don't eat all at once. Anyway, there we go. Dear. Oh dear. That's it from the lovely Julia and I. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Richard.
Back again on Wednesday. There is another video from the Balding Explorer. I think he's lost it. Tomorrow, not telling you what that's about because it'll be a surprise, but I know there's not much room left after I've finished it. And
so you don't have a guest on the show on Vobes Show tomorrow?
No show tomorrow. No show tomorrow.
Establishing.
But then Ricky may be back the following Tuesday, but we'll let you know. He's currently doing a job where he might have to be doing some deliveries.
Fair enough.
He is a midwife.
Well, we look forward to him returning to the
window
show.
Cleaner and midwife.
Okay.
Sometimes he delivers the baby through the window, which is quite amusing.
Oh, stalk then.
Yes, that's it. He's also a stalker.
Anyway, let's close the show.
He's stalking the show, that's the trouble. Right, close the show. How do we do that? Oh, yes. We say arrivederci, thanks for watching, and...
Good night, everybody.